Hey guys, it's Caleb from Rokblokz. Today up on the lift we have a 2020 Ford Ranger. This is the Tremor package. Our flaps work across all other trims, but we're going to show you how to install it on this one. So let's go ahead and dive right into that install. Here we have the front laid out. What you'll get in your kit is your front flap, your front backing plate, and your front mounting tab, which will pop into this hole. We'll go ahead, do that right now. We'll take the edge side, face it down, and we will pull it to the side with the logo and pull it through. That's locked in place. The hardware that you'll get, we'll put on the screen right now. Before we head to the car, you'll want to press the flange nuts into the backing plate from the edge side, and then we're going to go ahead and install that into the vehicle. Alright, so the tools that you'll need for this install is a level, a set of insert pullers or a flathead screwdriver, a T30 Torx, an 1/8 inch Allen key, and then just a Phillips head. We have this available on our website. So those are the tools that you'll need. Let's go ahead and get into that install. Alright, now we're at the front of the vehicle. What we're going to do is remove the OEM insert from up here and the OEM screw from underneath the fender. Once you've done that, we're going to go ahead, take our backing plate that we assembled, and we're going to take that. We're just going to pull the liner out just a little bit and tuck that back behind so that it sits like so. And that is good to go. Now that you've got your backing plate installed, you're ready to mount the flap. So what we're going to do is we're actually just going to start with the bottom hole. Since this is a Tremor, we do include a couple of spacers with it. On the original, you might only need one of the 5mm spacers, but for this, the pocket underneath here is a little deeper, so we include that extra spacer just for that. So now let's go ahead. We're going to take our spacers. We're going to take our number 10 screw. Going to put that through the bottom, and now we're going to put that right back into that OEM insert. Go ahead, get that started by hand. Let that hang there. Now we're going to take our other number 10 screw. We're going to put our insert back in that OEM hole. Put our screw with washer. Put that into the insert and go ahead and get that started. Now we're going to go ahead and get that to where it's almost snug. Now with that almost snug, we can adjust the flap still. And we're going to get the bottom just barely snug. Now with those snugged up, we're going to take our 5/8 screws. You can go ahead, put some Loctite on the threads. And then we're going to screw that into our backing plate that has the flange nuts. Now that we have all those screws in place, we're going to take our level, we'll check it on the bottom, we'll set it so that it's square and just a little bit out so that it has some natural camber to it. That's generally the best look, but you can set it however you'd like, whatever looks best to you. And then once you're done with that, go ahead and lock down all 4 of the mounting screws. And that's how you complete the front. You can go ahead, repeat those same steps on the other side. Now let's move on to the rear. Here we have the rear laid out. What you'll get in your kit is your rear flap, your rear backing plate, and your rear tab. Just like on the front, we're going to take this tab and we're going to go ahead, insert it so that the edge side is facing down, and we're going to pull it through to the logoed side, just like so. We'll prep our backing plate with the flange nuts by pressing them into it, and then we'll go ahead and install that on the vehicle. The hardware that you'll get, we'll go ahead and put the breakdown on the screen. Alright, now that we're at the rear of the vehicle, what we're going to do is we're going to remove the OEM insert from just inside the fender well here. And then we're also going to remove the OEM screw from the bottom. This is where that T30 Torx comes in handy, to remove that guy. We are going to reuse this, so hold on to it. Now we can go ahead and take our backing plate, put it so that the etching faces the liner, orient it so it sits around where the insert's going to go, put the insert in its hole, just like so. And now we'll take our flap with our tab pre-installed, and we're going to start from the bottom, which is going to require the 5mm spacer and that OEM bolt. So we'll go ahead and we're going to get that started from the bottom here. Now with that in place, we're going to take our number 10 screw with our 7.5mm spacer, and that's going to go into the upper hole here. We're going to tighten that till it's just barely snug. Now that we have that just barely snug, we're going to take our 5/8 number 10 machine screws, and with those we can put some Loctite on them, and we're just going to align the holes with the number 10 flange nuts like we did on the front, and then we're going to go ahead and just get those started. Alright, now with all that in place, we can go ahead, take our level, check our level, set it into position where we want it, and once we've got it to where we'd like it, we can go ahead and tighten all the hardware down. Now that we've got that all locked down, you can repeat those same steps for the other side. Thanks for watching.